Frenzy on News 18. Sports from where you live.
Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy alongside Rob Hughes. I'm Ross Bullen, and we begin tonight's show with 3 North Central Conference games.
All over the state. We start with Harrison, where the Raiders had their hands full tonight with Richmond, and the Red Devils came into play with a 16-2 record, which includes a 6-0 record in conference play, and I believe a 15-game winning streak. The Raiders needing a big win tonight, or a big night from senior Cade Reniker, that is, to keep it close in this one. And as usual, he was feeling it from deep. Isaiah Carpenter in trouble, but dishes out to a wide-open Reniker, and it wouldn't be a highlight if it didn't go in. Harrison down by 1. Coming back the other way, nice zone-busting play from Richmond. Isaiah Rader to Joel Okafor. Not a dunk, but a great finish from the Red Devils point guard. Mark Reinhardt intense as ever on the sidelines, and his team responded. Carpenter protecting the basket, a monster block, and he's letting everyone know about it. That's not all he can do. On the other end, a perfect dish from Jack Matthew, and a couple Red Devils now officially on a poster. I have to slow that one down to check it out again. Go Gadget Arms. Raiders still down by 8 though. Richmond on the run all evening, and you can't really tell from the video here, but Raider takes about 4 steps, hits the circus shot right before the half, and Coach Reinhardt understandably not pleased. The jacket gets the yank, the refs get the wrath. Richmond led by 15 at the break, taking the win 78-57.
Coach Reinhardt always gets his money's worth. Let's head over to Anderson, where McCutcheon would take on the Indians. The Chief watching over Anderson at all times. Anderson would open this one up with a quick 2-0 lead after Deontay Raines faked a shot and found Robbie Pearl for the Easy 2. The Mavericks would answer with some quick passing and a three-pointer from Trayshawn Hurd. Nothing but the bottom for Trayshawn. Anderson responded quickly by stealing a Maverick rebound, and Robbie Pearl finds the big man Kobe Clay for another easy basket. Close game in the beginning, but the Mavericks' three-point shooting would prove to be key as Trayshawn Hurd drives and dishes to an open Hayden Deaton, who splashes home another one. He butters the biscuit, Rob. The Mavericks would beat the Indians 66-52.
All right, now we ventured over to Giant Country, where the Marion Giants hosting the Lafayette Jeff Broncos. Both teams playing very aggressive. Reggie Jones getting down court, puts up a smooth three-pointer from the wing. He can shoot it for a big guy. Darian Collins on his game tonight, faking and turning the Jets, getting under the buckets. Pretty nice reverse lay-in there. And then look at this kid, David Hanyard, sophomore point guard, getting his move on, making it look easy. He's tough, he's fast, and he's accurate. Easy 2 from the paint for this Bronco there. Marion showing their size, though. Reggie Jones, like I said, he can shoot, but he can kind of bully his way, too. Just pushing Keaton Streckengas out of the way.
Off the window.
Yeah, pretty nice there. Giants making the wing threes look easy as well. Terrell Fields drains one here. The Broncos kept it to 10, but they fell to the Giants tonight. The Broncos lose 81-71.
A couple of future Indians at Twin Lakes watching a great one in Monticello. CC trailed for most of the fourth quarter, but they made their comeback. Avery Denhart goes to the rim. It's a 1-point game. They foul Dane Holmes, and he goes to the line where he hits both of his freebies. Back to a 3-point game. Dave Barrett calls the timeout to draw up a play. I'm not sure if this is what he had in mind, but Jackson Barrett uses the Bolin Bank, or in this case, the Barrett Bank. We are headed to overtime. Back comes Twin Lakes in overtime. Check out the block by Bryce Bennington, and he gets it back and goes in for the layup. Nice play. Twin Lakes back in control. 4 seconds left. CC down 2, but not for long. Luke Fusick gets the shooter's roll. How do you leave him open? He knocks it down. You can't leave Fusick open. Blake Bennington with the heads-up timeout. They get the last shot in overtime, and they get a good look.
This is a ridiculous game.
Yeah, unbelievable. 0.6 on the clock. It almost goes, but it doesn't. This one goes to double OT, where Twin Lakes hangs on for the 84-77 victory.
They just couldn't hang there any longer. The game was just going too long. The top team in 1A in the state, Covington, playing Westside. Red Devils came into this one ready to fire, and check this out. Jared Snowball drains the corner 3. They deny Carlisle. Carlisle hungry for more.
I feel like this
Tyler
is the
Nyes
theme.
decides
Is this a
he
theme?
wants in on this. Trev Parker, sure, why not? Snowball,
Jerry.
he'll take
Stop
a second
it.
helping. Tyler Nyes
Jerry.
again. Parker makes 7 straight. And you know what? This is like they made 17 threes in this game, and it looks good for Westside here, but unfortunately, it
Not
doesn't
so
turn
good.
out great. Trojans hanging tough and showing off why they are the cream of the crop. Gage Hegg with the steal and the easy lay-in. Can't do anything about that. Then it's Travis Coleman with the filthy double cross, and he's going to go over. Yeah, oof. That's our boy Jerry. I love you, Jerry. You hit a lot of threes tonight. Good game from you. But Covington takes this one 78-69.
Winner gets free beef house rolls, I hear. That's what I hear. 5 games down and 6 to go, including stops at Benton Central, Frontier, Tri-County, and Delphi.
That's right. The Oracles taking on their rivals. The Frenzy will be right back.
It's the Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. Sports from where you live.
Welcome back to the Frenzy. After starting the season 7-3, the Delphi Oracles kind of fallen on hard times of late, losing 5 out of their last 6 games.
One way to get out of a slump, knock off your rival. Delphi has been there and done that. Carroll hasn't won the rivalry game since February of 2010. Which means a win tonight would not come easy for Brent Hahn and company. Carroll came out swinging. They get on the board first as Jared Miller spots up from deep and knocks it down. The Oracles would answer at the other end. It's Hahn from the wing. Give him all 3 of those, and we are tied in the early going. At the other end, Carroll lets one fly, and then they go to work on the glass. An offensive rebound leads to a bucket in traffic for the big fella Jaron Bush, who gets the hoop and the foul and lets everybody know about it. He's fired up. Coach Ballard not happy. Carroll was in control early, but the outside shot brought the Oracles back. Guess who? It's Hahn, and he finds the bottom of the net right there. And then with the clock winding down the first half, they hold for the last shot. Delphi works the ball around and eventually finds an open look. It's Hahn again from the top of the key. He finished with 32. I told you it was coming. 32 tonight for Hahn. The Oracles needed every last one of them. Delphi wins 58-53 in overtime.
Kyle Marlatt and the Benton Central Bison hosting North Montgomery tonight. The Chargers starting things off. A little rocky with a pass from Caleb Randolph to Alex Parsons in the post. Doesn't quite go in. Grant Gaylor there for the board. He can't connect. Third time's charm though. Parsons comes in again and finishes the basket. BC keeping the ball rolling with Randolph feeding Parsons. Beautiful backdoor pass to Bailey Adams. Finishes with the lay-in. Henry Fisher rebounds Randolph's shot now and rockets it down the court to Marcus Patterson. And he hits Sam Smith, completes the textbook fast break with the layup. That was a little Miami Heat-esque. Benton Central caught a break tonight with the no-call goaltending on Parsons' attempted shot. But Parsons got the last laugh. Hits Caleb Randolph with a cross-court pass. Takes to the hoop, the spin move off the glass. I think that was opposite hand, too. That was a nice play. North Montgomery went on to win 53-45 with DJ Bird looking on.
West Central traveling down the road to Frontier. First quarter, West Central's Matt Pertanga gets the feed down low, misses but follows and taps it in. Later, Frontier's Seth Normington threads the needle to Zach Loy, and the layup is good. Here, West Central's Brandon Brickley nails this 3 from the corner. And here's the sweet baseline move from the Trojans. How about Dylan Ingram for the lay-in?
Dylan.
Yeah, dialing it up. Later, Frontier's Cole Fessler gets the seal, saves it to Loy, and he lays it in. Nice hustle right there. Frontier, how about the Falcons? They win 60-54 over West Central.
All right, heading over to Tri-County where the Cavaliers hosting South Newton. I like that camera work there, getting the Cav on the court. Second quarter, Tri-County's Austin Schneider drives the open lane for the layup. Later, Cavs switching to their outside game. They had plenty of this. Dane Hardebeck nails a 3. Like I said, plenty more of that. Schneider now draining this long 3. 3 is the magic number, not just this game, but seemingly every game tonight. West Side, now we've got Tri-County. Miller drops another triple. Of course, Brent Hahn, we'll hear more about him a little later. Then, right before the half, South Newton keeping close with this buzzer beater from Jared Hamill, but not enough. Tri-County wins 60-56 over the Rebels.
Exciting game over at Fountain Central where the Mustangs were up against Rockville. This one took an extra period to finish. Here, off the Rocks miss. Clayton Corey pushes it up the court and dishes to Ethan Woodrow for the lay-in to tie this one up at 61. After a Mustang foul, Rocks senior Keontre Wilkie, he's going to go to the line. He missed the first but gets the roll on the second one. Rob, you call that shooter's roll, right?
Yeah, or the bowling roll. You always get lucky down.
Maybe. I don't know. To give Rockville the 1-point lead. Next possession, senior Kobe Pierce drives baseline and scores what would end up being the game winner. Always good when you get that game winner, right, Kobe? Mustangs win this one 65-62.
Down that way, the Attica Red Ramblers visiting Turkey Run country. Attica swinging around the arc. Kenny Little to Brad Green for the triple. Ramblers up 23-19 at that point. Same two guys, Little to Green. Back to Little. And he says, well, if you're
That's
going
a big shot for Little.
You're going to dare me to shoot it. I see what you did there. Another 3-ball. Russ, Warriors of Turkey Run, not quick learners. Little drives the lane. Another wide open Carson Davis up top. Like I said, plenty of three-pointers all night long, and especially for West Lafayette, Attica, Delphi, you name it, Tri-County. Attica wins 44-40. That time of the night coming up after the break. We'll catch up with Delphi head coach Adam Ballard.
The Oracles picked up a win tonight over Carroll. We'll hear from Coach next. The Frenzy. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Frenzy. Joining us tonight and making his first ever appearance on the show, Delphi head coach Adam Ballard. Coach, thanks for being here.
I appreciate you having me.
5-point win. Not just a 5-point win, though. Win in overtime and a win against your rivals. You got to feel pretty good about that, right?
Oh, absolutely. My first experience with the Delphi-Carroll rivalry. Heck of a game. We had a great crowd. The kids were, jacked up and excited. It was a lot of fun.
I was talking with the Carroll football coach before the game, Mark Brown. He's a first-year coach as well, and he said of all the games on his side, he was always told, you got to beat Delphi. How many times did you hear you got to beat Carroll?
I got a lot of text messages today about that. This is the one game of the year that we have to win, is what I was told. So it's a big deal. It was a lot of fun. The kids on both sides, I thought, played very hard. It was a great, hard-fought game, and I'm just glad that we were able to come early to win.
You, like we said in the highlights, you started, I believe, 7-3, lost 3 straight. How much does that do to try to get your guys back on track as you move forward through the rest of the schedule?
Well, it's really big for us because, our last 5 or 6 games, we haven't necessarily played really bad. We just haven't been able to close it out. We go to West Side, get beat by 1, go to Tri-County, and we get beat by 2. So we've had some close games that we just weren't really able to finish. So tonight is a huge win, especially in overtime, to be able to hit some big shots, make our free throws down the stretch, definitely get our confidence going back in the right direction.
And you talk about confidence. Obviously a team win, but 32 tonight from your leader, Brent Hahn. Just how big of a performance was that for him and for your team?
Brent is just such a good player, and everybody talks about how many points he scores. And the thing is, Brent could care less if he scored 2 points or if he scored 32 points. If we win, that's all he cares about. And he's just as happy getting 9-10 assists a night. But he's such a good player that, we're getting to the point now when he shoots the ball, if it doesn't go in, we're kind of disappointed. You expect so much out of him. And in a way, that's great for our team, but also at the same time, we've got to get some other guys to help him out.
I was not at tonight's game, Ross was, but I was at the West Side game where you guys lost by 1, and he played a good game in that one too. Is he taking? It just seems like he takes really smart shots. Nothing for somebody who scored that many points. It doesn't seem like he's out there jacking it up.
Oh yeah, very rarely do you see him force a bad shot. He's very, very smart. He's probably the smartest basketball player I've ever been able to coach, and he makes me look really smart sometimes too. That's the only way I can put it. I really enjoy coaching him.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Coach, as we take a look at your upcoming schedule, the good news. Home sweet home. A lot of home games for you guys coming up, including Rensselaer tomorrow night. The only away game you have left is at Pioneer. How important is that to have the schedule that you have remaining as you get ready for sectional play?
Well, it's really ideal because we get to host our sectional this year, and so we can build some momentum here in the last couple weeks and really protect our home court going into March. And so that's really big for us. Our crowd is always great, and we really feed off of their energy and their enthusiasm to watch us play. And so it's really exciting that we're going to get to play some of these games at home against some very good teams. So, it's really going to kind of tell what we're going to do as we move along here these last 6 games.
And just kind of a look ahead to Rensselaer tomorrow night. You said in the break before this that they've kind of changed their playing style a little bit. They're having a strong season. I think you said 12-4. What are you going to do what do you need to do to come out with a win against them?
Well, we've just got to do a great job of defending. When we defend the way that we're capable of defending, we can be really, really good. But at times we get lax and we kind of forget the tedious, the detail type things. But when we're able to focus through those things, we can be pretty good. The other thing is offensively, like I said, we can't rely on Brent to do everything. We've got a lot of talent on our team, and guys like Mason Lane and Blaine Walters, Tyler Ross is huge for us. I could name 4 or 5 more guys. Adam Zink, Adam Shanks are huge for us. But we need those guys to be a little bit more assertive and not necessarily just look at Brent. I mean, I know that he's been on a tear here for the past couple weeks. He's had, I think, in his last 5 games, he's had three 30-point games and a 20-point game. So I'm not going to complain about it and tell him to quit shooting, but I would like to see us be a little bit more balanced as we move forward.
Head coach Adam Ballard, thank you very much.
I really appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much.
And best of luck tomorrow against Rensselaer and all those home games you have left. For more Frenzy-related features, bonus highlights, just visit our website, WLFI.com.
Have a great weekend.